Hey guys, it's Janice and
Shawn
from Ozark Family Homestead, and we kind of decided for today's video, we've had our YouTube channel for several months now. It's not been a year yet, and we repeatedly get asked some of the same questions. So we thought we would sit down together and maybe just formally answer those questions for those of you that have been wondering these same things. We do sometimes touch on these things on live streams.
but especially a lot of I think a lot of the newer subscribers have missed maybe these being addressed in the past, but we still kind of keep getting these same questions over and over.
So that's what we're going to do today. Here we go.
Okay, so we get questions, and here's basically the gist of the question. It'll be something to the effect of, how do you afford all of that food, or are you on food stamps? Should you get on food stamps?
Okay. See, he wrote down all these questions here. So, okay, how do we afford all that food? Well, first of all, no, we are not on food stamps. That's an easy one.
No.
Not on food stamps. How do we afford all that food? I set aside money each month for our grocery budget, and I purposefully keep that to an amount that it is a challenge for me to work in that budget. I have to look for the sales, and Rebekah's coming in here. That's what I'm looking at. I have to look at the sales, and I have to be strategic in spending that money. Now, it is enough money to meet all of our needs. We are not going hungry in this family. I do budget $1,100 a month, and that covers, for the 9 of us, all of our groceries that are bought at the store, plus household goods, toilet paper, paper towels. It included diapers back when Rebekah was in diapers and things like that. That breaks down to $122 per person.
And I think that's really should be the focus, because I think a lot of times people will say, wow, $1,100 a month, that's huge.
I have seen comments, yeah.
They're not, we're 9 people.
Yeah.
So they're comparing it to their 2, 3, 4 people. And that's not the way it's apples and oranges.
Yeah.
It's 122 per person.
Yeah.
Is really the way this should be viewed when you're trying to compare it to someone else's grocery budget.
Right. And I even looked it up at one time, we're in Missouri, that if our family were on if we were on food stamps, it was $170-ish per person per month that a family of our size would get. So us coming in at $122 per person, I think, is a pretty considerable price difference there.
We're managing to buy groceries at less than they would consider a, for lack of a better term, poverty level basic living that they expect a person on food stamps to have. So it's not like by any means that we would have an elaborate, this huge amount of money that we're spending on groceries.
And a lot of that, the reason we can do that is because we are producing a lot of our own food. We were just filming a video today, Sarah and I, food that we're making that we produced here on our own property. And that's why we can eat as well as we do with a grocery budget that small, because, you know, we have livestock and a dairy cow and chickens for eggs, and bake our own bread and do those things to where the expenditures in the grocery store aren't as substantial as maybe some other families might experience.
And we know most people don't have a garden or a farm, and so your videos about helping them of how they can save money through getting the better deals on groceries, inspiring them to look for those deals and everything, helps everybody no matter what your situation is. So.
Well, thank you. He's wooing me over here, guys. Okay, did I hit it?
Yeah, that was good.
All
Okay.
right.
The second one, we'll get several questions that have to do with, do you have health insurance? How do you get health insurance? Dental, vision, how that is handled by our family.
Okay. Yes, we have all that stuff, but in a different way, I think, than a lot of families do. Mm-hmm. So Shawn works full-time off of the farm, And the health insurance, you are offered.
I'm offered a family plan, but it is considered to be unaffordable.
Yeah.
For a family of 9, what it would cost through my employer is just, there's no way in the world.
It's not in the budget.
There's no way. Yeah.
Even with that drawn back grocery budget, it's not in our budget.
Yeah, because we would have to pay for it, and
Yes.
it's huge amount.
So as far as health insurance goes, we've gone through Samaritan Ministries. It's a Christian health care sharing ministry. They don't like to really be called insurance.
It's not actually insurance.
But it helps with our needs, which we don't have often.
Mm-hmm.
But on the rare occasions when we have needed it, it has taken care of us in those circumstances.
And basically, every month we send money to a family.
Yes, I write their name on the check.
Yeah, check goes directly to them.
Yeah, to Joe and Susie Smith
Yeah.
in Atlanta. And we mail the check to them because they had some sort of medical issue and they needed help. And Samaritan Ministries coordinates us sending the amount of money to them.
And then when something happens, if something happens to one of us, then people send us a check.
Yeah, like when I had Rebekah. When I gave birth to Rebekah, she was a C-section in the hospital and all that stuff. So there were medical bills with that. And we paid that out of pocket, which is one of the reasons I'm a saver, and that's good. And but then we received checks in from all those families there at Samaritan, and we were reimbursed, I guess, for the amount that we were out of pocket. Now the dental and the vision, though,
we do get that through my employer.
it is affordable for us to go ahead and get the family plan through his work.
Yeah.
So
The third one we keep getting is, are the kids going to go to college, or what's your plan about college?
we do get that one a lot.
First of all, oldest 2 are in college. So, and we're both college educated. So we're not, I think some people get the impression, oh, you live on a homeschool, you must be anti-education.
Oh, we homeschool and Homestead.
Yeah, so you must be anti-school.
No,
or not at all,
no.
not at all. We're very much pro higher education when that makes sense for someone.
Right.
There's different jobs, lots of different jobs out there, whether it be you go to college, you go to a trade school, you apprentice with someone else. There's various ways to learn job skills. We're for all of it.
And we have some children that may not go to college.
They may not. Oldest 2 want to go, and they're
Yes.
going. But the rest of them, it's up to them and whatever their career goals are.
Yeah. Samuel, he is 18. He's nearly 19. He's graduated from our homeschool, and he is attending college full-time right now, planning to go into accounting. That may change. That's his current plan. Sarah is currently in 11th grade, and she is taking dual enrollment classes online. And so that way she gets high school credit and college credit all at the same time. So,
Yep. I think that takes care of that one. Number 4. Several questions that have to do with, do the kids have any friends? Do they socialize? Have they ever seen another child?
oh, you guys, yes, we do get those too. I've seen those. Yes, we have a very active social life.
They have a lot of friends.
Sometimes a little too active.
Yeah,
it's hard
lots
to
of
keep
friends.
up with. So, yes, we have homeschool co-ops that we participate in, and we do lots of things with family.
And we know a lot of other large families,
Yes.
including families that are larger than ours.
Yes.
So you get a couple of families together and everybody's got 6, 7, 8, 9 kids. That's a lot of kids. So yeah, they got a lot of friends.
There's always, it seems like there's a lot of times birthday parties to go to, or we entertain families over here at our house, or we've been invited over to their houses. Guys, we have a lot going on over here, and we have a lovely circle of friends, church family, that are all important to us.
And we don't show them because those are different families.
Yeah.
So it's not like we have other people's families on the channel. So
Very
that's why you're not
rarely.
seeing them. Every once in a while somebody that'll
Sometimes
be
they will be on camera because they just don't mind, and they're good sports about it. But others like their privacy, and I absolutely respect that. So yeah.
Okay. 10 Box. People get, because 10 Box is only a store that's around the Ozarks, and it tends to get people all been out of shape, and they go, whoa, 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 whoa. When you check out, they add 10% at the end.
Yeah, how's that a good deal?
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, $10 because it's local. Yeah, and first of all, it's the number 10, 10, and then BOX, $10. At first, people were saying 10, like a tin can.
Oh yeah.
$10.
Like
No, it's the number 10, $10. And I think that's because of that 10% upcharge that they tack onto your receipt right there at the end. Now, I mean, I'm not affiliated with the company at all, but my understanding,
what the claim is.
yes, is that it's part of their marketing strategy to where, look how good of a deal you're getting. You're getting this lowest cost.
Because supposedly they're showing you the exact price they paid. That's what they're saying, right?
No, I don't know about that.
okay.
I think it is a marketing strategy that you're getting such a good deal that we have to add that 10% on there in order for, us to go ahead and,
Okay. But
be a retail store.
the claim is that other stores are making a much higher percentage of profit than they are. So it's like, see,
I
we're
think that's the
only
assumption.
putting 10% on where, the store down the road's actually putting 20%. You just don't know it.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the claim
Yeah.
or whatever.
Well, it's not the claim.
Well,
it's
or the
I've
premise.
seen nothing in writing. I've seen nothing marketed saying this is why we do the 10%, but those are my thoughts.
Okay.
But it is a good deal though if you are checking out their sale ads and you're adding that 10% into their sale cost. I do not go in there and just buy something right off the shelf that's not on sale. It's not a loss leader for that week because those things are not good deals in my opinion. Their prices are too high. But the sale ad loss leaders with the 10% added on, yes, those are great deals and I will get those every week that I am able to.
And tied to that is because people live in different places, especially larger places, when they hear that you went to 3 or 4 stores, they're envisioning, oh my goodness, she must have drove all over the place.
Yeah, I do get that a lot. Poplar Bluff, for us, it's the big town.
Yeah, when we say go to town, we mean go to Poplar Bluff, which is the larger town in this area.
But I think a lot of our viewers would look at Poplar Bluff and
It's a tiny town
okay,
compared to other people.
What was it? Is it 16,000?
16,000 people.
Population.
That's the population, 16,000.
But that's our big town. And so...
And their business area is all right there together.
Yeah.
So these stores are like very close, very, very close to one another.
They're not scattered out or anything. And I actually, because I had so many people asking this question, how are you saving money whenever you're spending all this gas hitting store to store to store? I did the mileage calculation one week, and for me to go to 10 Box, Aldi, Kroger, and I think I even figured Walmart in there too, because it was a once a month stock up where I hit all 4 stores, and it was 47 cents in gas.
47
total.
So 47 cents in gas to save.
Oh, I regularly save $50.
Yeah. So
a week.
It's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Just less than 50 cents of gas to save $50.
Yeah, by getting the things on sale.
Easy choice. Yeah.
So, and that may not work in their
area.
area.
Because if you have to drive 20 miles to the other store, that might not be worth it.
You're going to have to figure it out, but I can say in my case, it's a definite savings.
Yeah, because it's all right there together. Okay, and I don't know where this comes from. We keep getting comments of, isn't it sad that the kids don't get to have birthdays? Or why don't you celebrate birthdays? We've battled that we celebrate birthdays. I don't know where this is coming from. Yes, we celebrate birthdays. They get birthday presents. So we're all just like probably most of you do birthdays. So do we. They occasionally had a birthday party.
Yeah,
When
we might do things a little differently. I don't know if is the norm for every child to have a birthday party for every birthday.
I didn't grow up like that.
I mean, I didn't either, and I was one of 4. I will say the other large families that we are friends with, and there's several of them, there's only one family that does do a birthday party for each child on each birthday. And none of the others do.
No, it's not an every year.
So we do a big party where the child gets to pick what they want to do. It's, you know, laser tag or everybody over here to our place or going to a museum. One of the kids picked that. So when they turn 13, they get to pick the big thing. And we have a cake professionally made for them. And that's the big deal. But otherwise, on every birthday that's not a big 13th birthday, it's just they pick out their breakfast and lunch and supper that they want for that day to make it special. A lot of times we'll put a happy birthday banner up in the dining room.
Cake and ice cream.
Yes, or whatever treat. If they want a pie, some of them.
Presents.
Yeah, some of them pick pies.
Normal. Yeah.
We get presents. We do give them a gift. Usually we have some that are savers and they choose to have the money.
They'd rather have money because they're saving it to buy themselves something.
Yes.
And, you know, and we have relatives that give them
mail
gifts
to us and stuff.
They got plenty of stuff. Trust me, they got plenty of gifts on their birthday. They're not hurting on their birthday for gifts. Don't worry about that. And then we not just with the cold weather, but we get this. Why do the animals live outside, or why do I keep seeing animals outside instead of indoors?
Yeah, that's a touchy topic.
You've got to understand we're on a farm, so the animals live outside. And I know from someone who has a little dog or a little cat, and they live in an apartment, they were like, well, it stays inside. Well, yeah, you're in a completely different environment than living on a homestead or on a farm. You know, we have livestock animals, so we have livestock herding animals and livestock guardian dogs. They live with livestock. That's what they do. That's their job. So yeah, livestock guardian dogs live with the livestock, and our weather's mild compared to other. I mean, these Great Pyrenees things are up in Canada where it's way colder than here, and they're out there living with cattle and things like that. So
if you had to pick one type of animal that we have here, which one would be the most vulnerable, the most fragile? I already know which one I'm thinking.
The rabbits.
The rabbits.
And with this cold spell, they went into the shop and they stayed in an alternate shelter inside the shop during this really cold weather.
They are the most fragile, but I mean, I guess on some homesteads they're considered livestock. For us, they are not, because they're just there for fertilizer. Sorry guys, the camera gave me a message up there that said it was overheating, so we had to shut it down.
And let it cool off for just a minute.
It had to cool down. Okay.
So just in summary on the animals real quick. Yeah, on a farm, on a ranch, animals live outside, and they would include dogs that live with animals, and so that's a normal part of a homestead or a ranch.
We make sure they have sufficient shelter
yeah.
and food, and you'll put dog food bags as insulation to block the wind. And I mean, we take measures to make sure that.
As a matter of fact, they have better shelter than a lot of ranches and stuff.
Growing up in Oklahoma,
they just live out with the animals. Period. It's their problem to find shelter. I mean, in some. So we actually make sure they have dog houses, even the Pyrenees and everything. So
yeah, but even you said in Oklahoma, the cattle out there on those ranches, they don't have sheds and stuff to go in
Not
out
at all.
there.
No,
now
no,
our dairy cows,
even our
they
our
have
cows
shelter
have shelter
to go in, but I think nowadays a lot of people are very far removed from the reality of an agrarian lifestyle. And I mean, this is part of it. It's we take care of our animals, but there's a difference in opinion as to what that should look like. But our animals are healthy and happy, and I think that's what matters. So
that's right. Okay, that was the last of the questions of the common questions that we get.
The camera almost made it to the end.
Pajamas.
You've got your pajamas. Oh, she got her pajamas ready. See her pajamas? It's getting late, isn't it? Okay, guys. Well, thanks for hanging out with us, doing this little impromptu Q&A video. If you have questions that you would like us to address on a future video, let us know in the comments. So I guess that's it. If you like the video, make sure to give us a thumbs up. Yes, just like that. And double check to make sure you are subscribed. And then if you could tell others about Ozark Family Homestead, it would help our family's channel grow, and we would appreciate it so, so much. So we will see you guys on the next video. Bye-bye.
Right.